Hello everyone, this is going to be a different type of video I make today. I obviously, finals are coming up for school. So, I was thinking I have not posted in a while since like my last video, probably been like a week or so, maybe a couple of days. But, since it's English final and she said we can have our own creative ideas, that might as well make me a YouTube video. Post it and I'm gonna share it with the class. So I'll let y'all know how it goes. But in the meantime, let me stop all that chit chatting. Let's get to the talking. So, The Scarlet Letter is a book written by Shakespeare, and it mainly talks about, sin, guilt, private suffering, conflicts between individual identity. Sounds hard coming out of my mouth. And societal expectations. You get the rest, hypocrisy, blah, 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 Puritan society. Now, my main focus is on Hester. She's basically the main character and the barrier of the Scarlet Letter. So, she faces a lot of torment, like, people judge her. She ends up she becomes an outcast in that town, and, this is my personal, how I feel like she would be thinking and saying in these diary entries. Mind you, this is a weekly diary entry, so Monday, Tuesday, when you get the rest. But I'm gonna do it my way. So obviously there's gonna be some voiceovers. Enough messing around. Let's get started. Okay. Let's put on my reading glasses. Let's get it. Today, I felt the true weight of what it meant to be alone. The weight of loneliness is pressing down on me. I can't take it anymore. My dreams of love and wants of companionship seem so very distant, and still I cling to hope that someday I will find a way to break free from all this loneliness, this so-called solitude, and discover happiness. So in this, I basically wrote about how she, because in the time when she was outcasted, shunned, I was writing it in this perspective of she's alone, like literally nobody wants nothing to do with her. So you tend to, just kind of give up on yourself. Like you have dreams, but yet you can't do nothing because everything that you want to do is so rejected. And I can kind of relate to that because there's so many things that I back then I got judged for, and things that I wanted to do, cast it to the side like it was bad. But basically all I want to say is no one's ever really alone in this. So if you ever feel like you're alone, try as hard as you can to maybe go try to make some new friends. But no, further, like, you're not alone in anything that you struggle through. So other things than that, let's go to letter 2. Okay, so before I even begin, I am going to bring a friend on. He's going to read, talk about, how this relates to him and his situation. So I'm just going to let my friend do his thing.
Hello, I'm John Henry Davis IV. I'm JoJo's friend, or Joseph, as some of y'all know him. And today we'll be reading this diary. Okay. I woke up today and honestly started thinking that despite all of the hardships that I'm constantly going through, I'm so determined to follow my dreams. Each step feels heavy, but I know that perseverance will be my only hope and path forward. I wonder what future holds. It brings me some clarity and purpose. This diary right here hits me at my heart, at my core, especially that first little part of it where it's talking about despite all the hardships and constantly going through something, but I'm still determined to follow my dreams. I can connect to that deeply because recently my dad has canceled my scholarships to some pretty prestigious colleges. And I was really determined to go and really wanted to go to Iowa State for wrestling. And when he did it, my heart sank. I felt like everything was pressuring me. I felt like my feet were very heavy. Everything was heavy. It was hard to like just go through life. But then thought to myself and realized that as long as I'm doing something that I want to do and going through life as myself and following my dreams, then it doesn't matter if I go to Iowa State or if I go to Penn. I'm doing what I love. That's all you need.
Honestly, clap it up for John. Clap it up for John. You know, that was I like what you said. But basically, I'm gonna just talk to you on this. Like, if you ever are feeling like you don't know what your purpose is, how you want to follow your dreams, but everything feels like it's falling on you, it's so heavy. You know, in this thing, I felt like, you know, she was always having the perseverance in the back of her head, that voice that's constantly telling her, you can do this, you matter, you are important, and you're gonna get through this. You know, like, even if you feel like there is no future for you, I promise you, there's something in on your road, on your line of whatever you want to pursue. You'll do it. You know, and this right here is how far, or you got to think about, my bad, let me re-say that, you got to think about how far you are willing to go to pursue your dreams in the future and where you want it to go. Even if people are putting you down, even if the world isn't rocking with you, create your own path. And that's all I'm gonna say. Now, this was letter 2. Let's move on to 3. Okay, so actually, hold on. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about restarting this whole clip, but I'm gonna leave it in just for the fun of it. Okay.
For the vibes.
Basically, so before we even start this next letter, this is Wednesday, by the way, so this is letter 3. The main theme of all of these letters, right, that I've just shown and read through, is it talks about being alone. And I'm pretty sure there's so many people out there in the world who's gonna relate to being alone, you know, because everybody goes through that in their lifetime. There's no way you went through your whole life and you never felt alone, you know. So I will say, you know, if you ever feel like you're alone, you're not, you know what I mean? Like, even if I don't know you personally and you end up coming across this video, comment, you know what I'm saying? And then so I can ask you how your day is, because brother, you're not alone. If you're watching this, we family now. What? Do something. No, we're family now. But anyways, let me stop jittering around. I'm gonna let my boy read, and then yeah.
What's up, guys? Favorite boy, John Davis, here again. Cut the chit chat. Let's get to it. Alright. Today, I felt the full effects of being hurt. Ache of an unfulfilled heart, like a hole was stabbed through it. I feel so lost and empty. Life without love feels so hollow. I feel like I'm not even here on earth anymore. Yet I still dream of connection and understanding. And at this point, I don't even believe it's possible. But I truly wonder if I will ever find someone who truly sees me. Someone who truly loves me. So, how can I relate to this? Not gonna lie, it's gonna get very dark and into my past, but when I was young, still to this day, but when I was young, I lived with my mom, but she never really like wanted me as a kid, you know. She didn't want to like live with me, she didn't want to be around me, she didn't want to see me, and that itself made a hole in me, and like to this day it's still not fully like filled, but like it kind of like made me hollow out, you know what I mean? And like even with my dad, like he doesn't really like love me, you know, so it makes me feel lonely, makes me feel like nobody really is truly there for me, and that they really don't want me here on this earth to this day. And you just gotta find like that thing, a person that loves you and truly loves you. I mean, like, wants you to be there for the rest of their life and the rest of your life, and loves you for who you are and for what you want to be.
You know, it's like we're dropping real lore on y'all today. But honestly, though, like, you know, people who feel like that, like me and him, you know, and anyone who can relate to that, like, when you're constantly looking for that connection, that possibility that someone loves you and sees like the person of just you and not like how everybody else views you, you know, like that in life would be so awesome to have. And you know, I feel like I have it, you know. I just, it's baby steps. It's baby steps, and I hope that all of you have that person or someone who you're seeking, or you know, maybe you're seeking for self-establishment. You know, like you want to build character on you, and you know, maybe life won't feel so hollow or shallow. You know, like build up your own self-independence and love yourself. Love yourself. Always love yourself. And you know, I'm here to support y'all. Real stuff. I support every one of y'all. So that being said, let's go on to letter 4. Well, you guys, that was pretty much all I can give you. I'm on a time limit here. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. And you know, I know we kind of went rambling on about personal things, but like, this is a very personal story of a very, you know, strong-willed woman, you know, who's went through a lot of things with the judgments and the I guess you could say, what I say at the beginning, where she was like outcasted, shunned away. And you know, people who are out there in the real life who've been shunned, outcasted, judged, and all that other stuff, I just want you to know you're not alone. You have people who you are going to meet one day who are going to love you for who you are as a person, you know. And I just hope that, you know, that you find a way to build up a great future for yourself, whoever is watching this. And thank you, Miss Crystal, for allowing me to make this video for the English final. So I appreciate you, Miss. Now, just being me, I just want to say that, you know, even though we struggle in life, there's always a light for you, a purpose for you. You just have to find it. And I know that all of you are go-getters and achievers, so you're gonna get it. You're gonna be stars one day. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
I wish you